And now it's time for bedtime stories with
Ron Burlington.
Hi, y'all.
Ronnie.
Good evening, boys and girls. Well, hey there, boys and girls. Tonight, we're going to read ourselves a story called Campfire Follies. I always like camping stories. They just tickle me in a certain way. So anyways, once upon a time, in the early 2000s, in the dirty-ass Pine Barrens of New Jersey, there lived a little stinky man named Lucas McCoycuddy. And his family was the poorest, dirtiest pack of inbred losers to grace this God's green earth. And they all lived in a shack built of pallets from the local pawn mart. I love pawn marts though. But anyways, Lucas had the worst fucking childhood ever. But thanks to the fact that he was a cart-tart at pawn mart, he finally started saving enough money to go to summer camp, which was a childhood dream of his. He took a vacation week, took a bus to the Slamboree camp, a few miles south of the swamp. It pretty much smelled like animal shit down there. Or animal feces, as the proper term would be.
Scientific.
Anyways, all the kids at camp were pretty creeped out by Lucas, and that's pretty understandable because he's kind of a greasy motherfucker. But anyway, the grown-ass man camper along their ranks, they all made fun of him, and they done threw rocks at him, and Lucas didn't let this ruin his fun, though. I mean, ruin his fun. Sorry about that. He ate a bunch of garbagey camp food like a Salisbury steak and a sloppy joes and made a lamp in wood shop that kind of looked like a penis. Dick wiener. But anyway, he brought it back to his cabin, and 30 campers called him a pedophile and beat the shit out of him with that lamp, which broke that lamp, and that broke Lucas's heart. Lucas planned on murdering the campers the next night at the campfire. Now, all the kids sat around that campfire laughing at how they beat the shit out of old creepy-ass Lucas, and they broke his wiener lamp. And they sang songs and ate s'mores, drank lots of Kool-Aid. They also burned photographs of Lucas and pentagrams, which they drew in the dirt with sticks, and it was the best time ever. And right after they pissed on those burning photographs, out Lucas ran, swinging a machete and screaming that they'd all be sorry for what they did to him. And those frightened little scamps, well, they were all really starting to worry when suddenly an elk just jumped out of nowhere, plowed out of the woods, really, and its horns just ended up impaling Lucas. Dick first, by the way. And it didn't stop there, though. This crazy-ass elk, it slammed Lucas repeatedly into the campfire, and sparks and burning twigs flew everywhere. Some of the kids peed themselves. That's because they were laughing so hard at Lucas burning and screaming, being slammed around by that horny old elk. And then, that sweet-ass funkin' elk, he ran for 12 miles, dragging poor Lucas while he burned, cried, and defecated everywhere. And when it finally stopped, it flung him into a pile of leaves and trampled him a couple of times just to be funny. Apparently animals have senses of humor too. But anyway, Lucas, his top lip, it was all torn up so badly that it kind of hung in two flaps. And he could barely talk without spitting and making horrible slurping noises. And he also lost a few layers of skin, and a whole bunch of leaves, dirt, pine needles, and other wilderness shit ended up getting grafted onto him, because it all stuck to him and it just started, scabbing over. But anyway, he also had no eyebrows, and he looked like a surprised ass motherfucker. To this day, it is said that he roamed them woods of southern New Jersey, looked into the windows of houses every night, looking to make kids pay for what they did to him. It's also said that every time he does that, that cheeky-ass elf does the same shit it did that night at the bonfire all those years before. So you have some sweet dreams, boys and girls. The end.